Listen, Africa. Why is it that whenever we talk about feminism, whenever we talk about empowering women, women empowerment, a whole lot of Africans are resulted into thinking Europe and America. They don't think about Africa because you have been made to believe that an African man naturally wants to subdue a woman. You have been made to believe that naturally Africa is a patriarchal society. But today, I am going to dismantle the lies and uphold the truth. Today, I'm going to tell you what you never knew about your ancestral fathers and the pride of place they had always given to women. Do you know that when it comes to political leadership and governance, the African society has always given a pride of place to a woman? Do you need me to tell you about Queen Nzanga of Ndongo and Matemba people in the present-day Angola? Do you need me to tell you about Queen Amina of Zaza, the present-day Zaria in Nigeria? These are women who had powers as queens, who had military strategies and diplomatic resolutions when it comes to battles. Powerful women. Do you need me to tell you about Queen Cleopatra of Egypt, whom they claim is an Arab, but we all know that she's our sister, one of the first women to discover the art of seduction by just looking at you? Do you need me to tell you about Queen Sheba of Ethiopia? Powerful women. And when it comes to matrilineal system, because whenever you talk about Africa, a lot of people think patriarchal society. What of matriarchal systems in Africa? Do you know that in societies like the Akan people of Ghana, women held political powers through matrilineal system, where lineage and inheritance were traced through the mother and not the father? When you come to land ownership, the Ashanti people and the Shua people, women controlled lands and were in charge of the distribution of agricultural resources to the entire community. Women in Africa have powers. Should I tell you about the dual leadership in Africa? The dual leadership system in the certain societies in Africa. For instance, the Igbo society, they had what was called dual sex governance. Those separate councils, but women had their council, the men had their council with powers. The Umuada Council in the Igbo society were involved in making decisions for women and for families. They were involved in conflict resolution. Women settled dispute matters. The Umuada, powerful people. Should I tell you about economists, commerce, business? The Igbo people, the Igbo women were involved in markets. The Yoruba people were involved in markets in West Africa, as much as the Igbo women too. Should I tell you, in fact, that in the Kingdom of Congo, the Congolese women were involved, they engaged in international trade with the Portuguese people. They negotiated, the Congolese women, in 15th century. Powerful commerce. That is why when the British missionaries, their women, came to Igbo land, they saw that women had property rights. In a time when the British women were not allowed to have property rights. In fact, the British women themselves were properties. They were shocked. The people we are coming to colonize are even more civilized than us. Women are allowed to own property rights. When the British women were not allowed to own property rights, they were properties themselves. That is why in the Igbo society, they had what was called the Omu in Onitsha, a post that is being contested for and won. The Omu, if she is not seated in the market, there will be no market until she comes. The Omu, powerful women. Powerful women. Or should I tell you about the military strength of African women? Then let's go to Dahomey, the Amazons women. Powerful women in battle. Should I tell you about Empress Taitu Bitu, who led forces and troops alongside her husband, King Menelik II, and defeated the forces of Italians in the Wall of Adowa? Powerful woman. Powerful woman. When it comes to traditional ritual authority, women has been given a pride of place. The priestess of Oshogbo Shrine of the Awe people, powerful. When you come to the oracle of Arochukwu Oracle, though it was controlled by a man, but women were heavily involved in the custodians of that oracle and the deities. In African system, certain deities bear the names of women. That is to tell you they have always given women a pride of place in the African society. The African man, naturally, when he goes to war, does not honor life a woman. No. You honor life the warriors. You don't honor life women and children. You need to read the book, The Women of Owu. The Women of Owu was a poem, sang by women who were taken as spoils of war, because the African warriors never honor life women in battle, except that woman is identified as a warrior in cases like the Dahomey Amazons. We have always cherished our women. We have always loved our women. We love them. We treat our women according to their traits. In the Igbo system, a woman who wants to stay and eat what the husband has is called an Oriako. A woman who wants to control the market and go into the market system like the Omu is called Osodieme, the one who works with the husband. These are titles that were given to women. Now you will ask me, modern day town crier, then why is it the way it is today? It is the way it is today for reasons. What is the reasons? Political system, the colonial administration disrupted and dismantled many of our systems by diminishing the traditional roles of women and imposing a patriarchal government structures and imposing European cultural norms on us. Because at that point when they came, women were not allowed to own properties, and they now saw women that own properties. It's absurd. They introduced their own norms. That is why the Aba women had to protest in 1929, the Aba women riot. They had to protest for some certain reasons, for women were being denied their natural traditional rights that the African man had always given them. So don't think that African being patriarchal was the African man's doing. No, it was the colonial man's doing, because we had always respected our women and cherished them. You need to understand these things. You need to know these things so that you will not hate your ancestors, so that you will not see us as beasts of no nation. Don't look at us as people who want to hurt you or harm you. We love you and we cherish you. So when you hear the idea of feminism, when you hear the idea of empowering women and women empowerment, don't think we are learning it from them. No, they learned it from us. We are the architect of women empowerment. We are the architects. It is not alien to us. They learned it from us. You need to know these things. You need to know. Or should I tell you about the Lilith Better Law in America? That will be information overload. In my next video, I will teach you that. That's why you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get extensive teachings. Okay? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Modern Day Town Crier. Follow me on Instagram, Modern Day Town Crier. Follow me on Facebook, Modern Day Town Crier. Twitter, M_Town Crier. Alright? Please don't dislike your fathers. Your fathers had always cherished you. Your men had always cherished you. We love you and we care about you. Respect to African women. Respect to African men. I love you all and I care about you. Wisdom Africa is the principal thing.